Hello, everybody. Welcome to your daily pop of positivity. How is everybody? I thought we'd tap into the happy cards. I love these so much because, like everybody else, when I wake up, I'm like, how can I tune into firstly calm and feel collected and, get my vibration up, have appreciation. And oftentimes I'm very fortunate that my animals provide that with me with their goofy behaviors, and I can kind of get that hard reset whenever I need it. We all get that. We look around our house and we're like, oh Lord, here's the dishes, the laundry, the vacuuming, the chores. But I stop the moment I feel that something is going to be an obligation or a chore when I realize how lucky I am, to have this house, to have a vacuum cleaner to vacuum with in the first place, to have dishes and food and all of that, and get in that attitude of gratitude. And then I feel really good. And also within that, when I start getting on that path of good thinking, I can redirect it into how I want to make beneficial changes too. Like maybe how do I want to simplify and get rid of certain clothes or items or furniture that no longer, kind of fit or just, taking up space and really having a look that way. So let's start with my ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feelings and thoughts. 100%. Oftentimes when I'm thinking of like the beauty of nature and how much I love, we have these beautiful white butterflies that are always flying around in my backyard. And whenever I look out my window and I look around, I see the abundance of nature and all the different leaf colors and our Japanese maples and all the big, huge, we have these really unusual, gigantic leaves that are like the size of my torso that are really cool. And I start to see all this because I'm looking for it and I feel really good. I feel like it attracts and insects and butterflies and bees and things that thrive in that environment. And I also find myself receiving more when I'm in that mindset, honestly, where I see beauty and magic. More comes for me to have cause to celebrate, like in little ways. Like another really wild animal, creature, bird will show up. The cats will do really unique, silly things. Oftentimes I'll just look around me and see my gorgeous abundance of tarot cards and oracle decks and artwork. And then that will really help me delve into the world of artistry and creativity. And I'll get really great ideas for reeds, for painting, for jewelry and all the colors and the layouts. And I feel like this is really important. We definitely receive more from the universe when we have good feelings and thoughts because we're on the lookout for good things that make us feel better, right? I love this thing I read this morning and I thought I am really blessed that I live by a whole bunch of beaches, and how sometimes I'll just take that for granted and I'll rush to a store or to something and I'm like, dude, you just passed the beach where you could pull in there, get out, sit on a bench and listen to that quiet, restful water and relax. And I've started to make little lists of the things that I maybe overlooked during the day that will bring me more calm. And again, do this for myself, adjust my feelings instead of, you don't have to rush to the grocery store. Have this be like a partial beach day where you sit and think. And oftentimes I get really good ideas and I connect to my emotions better when I'm around water. So look when you're driving in your car, what are you passing that are maybe monuments of beauty or nature? And do you get out? Do you pass a park that you just drive by all the time that you don't even know what's in there? I definitely had that with Scalzi Park up the road for years. I just assumed it was some old rundown basketball park where it's one of the most beautiful parks that I go to. It's one of the most restful, beautiful animal sanctuaries. It is gorgeous. It's along this kind of like riverbank. I'm like, how did I overlook this? Because again, through assumptions. So I now don't assume anything. I assume that there's tons of opportunities and benefits to seeking out new places. And then we get aligned with our higher self too, because we become a little more adventuresome, right? And isn't that nice? Now, feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. 100%, and this taps into the first one. So how do I feel good? First, I take deep cleansing breaths and I do one thing at a time and I focus on how beautiful and amazing and cool that thing is, whether it's sketching, writing, just playing with my animals. It slows everything down and it brings a nice focus to me. And then I can kind of get this layout in my mind that is peaceful. Like, how do I want to go about my day? I want to create this. All right, well, what I'm going to do is focus, apply myself, have completion of whatever task I want to do, celebrate a little bit, especially if it was something that I was meant to do for work or in the house, and, cleaning, organizing, whatever it is, and celebrate that. Have a nice cup of coffee or tea, one thing at a time, which I really love. So let's grab another one. Directing my focus on what's thriving creates more of what I want. Hallelujah. That's when I look out in my garden. I'm like, look at these strawberries. And actually, I didn't even plant anything. I call it my garden, but it's really Hagen and Ian's. They planted strawberries, sunflowers, corn, all this stuff. And when I sit there and I look on that, I see robust nature. I see healthy, thriving nature. And then and also within myself, when I'm around really beautiful things that are thriving, I tap into that energy. When I walk around my yard barefoot and I ground in earth, my skin looks better, my hair looks better, weirdly enough, like my teeth look better, because then I want to eat things that are good and healthy for me, things that come out of the ground and grow off trees. So also, what's thriving in your life? Make a little list right now. Is it your ideas? Is it your creative endeavors? Is it your friendship? Is it your relationship with your animals? Is it your higher power? Really one thing, just notice one thing, and I'm serious, it creates a domino effect that goes into the next and then the next, and then you see things to be grateful for and things that are enduring. Now, when I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally. 100%. That's how I began my day today. I want to know more about this Capricorn full moon, because this is something that I find when there's Capricorn energy around, it really helps us with our materialistic endeavors, our work endeavors, our work ethic, more effortlessly, like there is a flow. And the Capricorn full moon is happening in 2 days. And I noticed I really want to enhance a lot of my work and my reads. How can I go about this? And initially, the first thing that came to my head is you need to educate yourself on certain aspects of why this takes place. Read about this. And I started to all of a sudden get this this ethos come over me of why being productive is important to our sense of self and our accomplishment, and how to focus and follow through, and why I feel so much better when I finish something that I start. All of that. So again, starting when I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas come naturally. Support will surround me, and movements will form. 100%. All of a sudden, I started pulling out certain cards and workbooks and books that help support that idea to me, that when I get a layout, like this is what I have right by me right here. I had my blank notebook, and right near it is my pencil, and I started writing down right away, what do I want? What are the first 3 things I want to accomplish today? Why I have this clear energy, because I have a very clear mindset today. It's very crisp, and I feel like I can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I just started writing it down, and I'm exacting a plan, and I am having focus follow through, and that makes me feel good. And these movements form, things get complete. And I feel like it is very helpful. It reminds us, if we find it important enough to put it down on paper, there's something mentally that clicks in our head that goes, this is important to me. This is going to make me feel good. This is going to build momentum. This is going to do something that brings accomplishment. And that's exactly what's going to take place. So let's pull one more of these. I just love these. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. Again, this folds into all of these other cards. We can attune our energy and with appreciation by looking at one thing. Look around your room right now and see one thing that you appreciate. Wow, look at this great wardrobe I built with colors and fun and ruffles and magic and whatever. Look in the corner. Do you see your cat just happy to be in your energy realm? I love that when I see my cats they would be like inside my mouth and climb through my ear and live in my brain if they could. They like my voice for some reason. So if they hear me talking, I love the fact that they run into the room and they want to sit on my lap, or as Christine and some of my other friends know, they will literally climb up in my face and put their nose in my mouth like, what are you doing? They love what I call my coffee breath. Like, they love coffee because it's like I have these yummy creamers, and they love it, and they try to lick my lips and my nose like, what is that delicious thing? I think they're secretly coffee fiends anyway. But I appreciate that, and because of that, I feel love and I feel connected, and I feel like the universe delivers more of these moments to me to laugh, and it's pretty comical. Comment down below if you just have an insane animal that does insane things and makes you laugh and is like its own variety show. I have cats, this morning I caught myself being so ridiculous and so spoiling them that Moonbeams was outside. It was about to rain. So Moonbeams gets her special dishes. They go under the awning so they stay dry. Baby might show up out of the blue, so I put a little pile around the corner because they don't particularly like each other. Then I create, because Mochi ran in it. He's shy about the food dish, but if I put him there, nobody else goes near there. So then I created 2 more little dishes for Winter and for Poof so they could all eat, because it's almost like an air of contagion, like food time. And their dishes are usually full, but they don't necessarily want to share a communal dish. So I had at this point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different varieties and spaces going for cats, and I thought, you are ridiculous, and this is some kind of like mini like circus here that we are running. But it made me laugh because I thought, I love them so much, and I know I'm so sad when I see one sitting and waiting for the food dish, and I know they're hungry, so I get them another dish. I'm like, there's 10 dishes to wash. How you doing? But comment down below if you do have some kind of ridiculous sideshow going with all your animals, or even toddlers, right? Hagen used to only eat very specific foods at temperatures, and I remember just having it be a complete 3-ring circus. But anyway, remember, really, we can attune our energy with appreciation, and we will get more from the universe of those things to be excited about, to develop plans and creativity and restfulness and expansion. And I want that so much for you guys, because when I discover those moments, they're everything. I feel good about who I am and where I'm going and the connections I have, and you're going to feel that too. We just really do need to slow down and give ourselves credit for how far we've come anyway, right? Sometimes we're just like, we're not like this everlasting productivity machine. We're supposed to celebrate who we are in these beautiful, joyful moments and have fun. Create yourself a beautiful lunch or dinner today and like savor every bite of it. Listen to beautiful music. Dance a little. Watch your freak show animals get up to things. Have a good laugh and find a wonderful show and get excited about it. There's so many great things out there right now, to look forward to when the world is opening up and we get to participate in any way that we want. And remind yourself, you can have, do, be, see, think, or feel whatever you want, and you're deserving of all the goodness, all the light, all the expansion and lightheartedness and ease of motion and expansion of time, so you can complete things in a really mellow way. Yeah, be mellow. There's no reason to rush whatsoever anymore. That's something I've indoctrinated into my life, that the moment I find myself rushing, whether in traffic or whatever, I'm like, where are you going so fast and hastily? You're going to miss all the beautiful signs along the way, so slow your roll. And then I feel really good. And then I listen to music and I talk to myself and I look out the window, and that's my greatest hope for all of you guys, that you feel good feelings and that you think good thoughts and that you attune to appreciation, so all the good arrives at your doorstep and you receive them with a grateful heart, because you deserve all these good things. So love and light.